was rail fanning, but looks like the weather's getting bad. So, you know, I was working on my parking lot for my hotel. Let's go in and I'll show you what I was doing there. No sense standing out here in the rain. Can't do any rail fanning now. This is what I make all my sidewalks and foundations out of. You can see I've got a bunch of Cheerio boxes cut up in there, and you know what? The thickness of the box winds up just about perfect for scale size and scale sidewalks, you know, to raise it up from the street for the curb. So this is what I use. So I cut out my sidewalk earlier. This sidewalk had been put in with this building, and this is the section that's going to go underneath the hotel I made, if you saw that video. So what I'm trying to do is rough it up here. This is going to be where the driveway is, and I wanted to look like it had been going through some stress. Same thing in the back where my blacktop is. I wanted that to look like a bunch of potholes, and you know, it's been there for years, so I do have to do some more weathering on it. But this is the gist of it. So I went ahead and painted it with my concrete paint that I made up. And then I put the lines on it to represent the squares of concrete. That's your expansion strips. It probably would have been in there. And naturally it's cracked up a little bit. You can see the cracks, and I've got some grass growing in sections, and that's kind of the look I wanted to come up with. I'm going to darken it up a little bit more to give it that weathered effect. And then I'll put my hotel back. I've got my hotel here covered up while I work on this stuff. And then once the hotel's set, then I'll probably start working on the park. If you remember, my park took in this whole area before I built this hotel. So now I've cut the park in half, and this area here will be a park. So I got this real wet, blackened water that I am putting on this to kind of just give the concrete a little bit darker look. Probably come up more like my sidewalks, and I use a Kleenex to kind of dab it too and run it across, kind of blending it in. So I'll finish that up so you can see what this kind of looks like after I get done with this solution. That's what I'm doing. Well, I'm adding a couple more bushes in the back where my concrete was. And I find it easier to use a little bit of that super glue stuff. If I used a white glue, I don't know, it leaves a white film on some of my shrubs. So I put a little bit of that Gorilla super glue stuff on, and that works real good when I fill in these spots. Just gotta be careful I don't get it on my fingers, because that's not fun. But that fills it in pretty good. concrete, and I'm not finished. I got a lot more to do. It's a slow go, as you can tell. And you know what? That storm passed by. I heard the Hiawatha was coming in. I'm gonna go and do some rail fanning. So I'll catch you guys later. God bless all of you.